What's up, beautiful friends? I'm Shannon. This is Lifestyle Manifesting. I'm talking all about manifesting and manifest as a lifestyle. If you need additional help, I do have one-on-one coaching available. I also have a VIP group if you want to be a part of a community of manifesting. I have my Facebook group for free, and I go live on TikTok almost every day, so you can find me there. Now, I wanted to start this live talking about who you are at the core of your being, who you are, because you are infinite. Your infinite love, your infinite value, your infinite worth. You are all of these things infinitely. This is who you are. Your bliss and ecstasy. So I want you to be thinking about tapping into that infinite power that you have within you, and not just look through the eyes of your human person, but like tap into your infinite self that sees more than just the physical reality. Your infinite self knows that all of creation exists. Your infinite self knows that there is a parallel version of you living, a version of you living in that parallel reality, right? And the reason that you want a desire, and I want to talk about desire because desire is powerful. It's been given to you to reach a higher consciousness. Your desire has been given to you so you could recognize this infinite power that you have within, and it's showing you that there is a version of you that already exists in this parallel reality, and you feel detached from it. That's why you have the desire. So you're working on embodying a consciousness where you already have this desire. That's your goal. Your goal is to assume the consciousness of someone, of you, right? Of the version of you who already has the desire, who already is in that reality. That's your job. Okay. So when you're apart from your desire, you're feeling lack. You're feeling it's separate from you. But the truth is, your desire is already yours. It's already within you. So that's your job, right? To look from your infinite self and see that it's already part of you, that it's already yours, it's already existing. So your job is to line up the consciousness of feeling like you have the desire, not lacking it, not looking for not looking at the 3D circumstances in the physical world and saying, no, it's not there, because that's separation. Okay, you want to come within, and you're creating that. You're the causation. So you're creating your inner world, is your inner self. That's what's creating your world. You're the cause. The physical world is your effect. And you can manifest and create, or, align. You're not creating necessarily. It just appears that way, but you're aligning to the reality that already exists. All right, let me answer some questions. I'm going live in my group. So I do have my VIP group. It's a monthly paid coaching group. I go live with workshops in that 6 days a week. And today I'm talking about self-concept. So if any of you are interested, you can join free for 3 days. All right, I think of SP daily, but I have absolutely no desire to affirm for him. I can't figure out why. Okay, well, you don't even have to necessarily affirm. So you're thinking of them. When you think of them, it's actually thinking of them is basically an affirmation, right? You're thinking of them. What do you think about when you think of them? Do you feel like they're separate and away from you? So shift your thinking a little bit and start imagining. You can think of them, but here's what you want to think. What if we were together? Okay, because that's you imagining being together. You want, like, the goal of your imaginal scene or the affirmation or thinking about them is for you to be thinking and implying and assuming you are together. So even if you just say, what if we were together? Because your mind is thinking in pictures. You're thinking a picture at that moment, and you're picturing together. You're not seeing them separate. You're not thinking about them and wondering what are they doing over there and why are they, what are they doing and who are they with and what, right? If you tweak it a little and just say, well, what if we were together, and what if they love me, and what if they want me and only me? Because what are you imagining? You are creating a picture in your mind when you say that. So you want to be saying something like that to yourself when you're thinking of your SP. That's going to bring the reality to you, or for you to align with the reality where you're in that, where you live that reality. That's the goal. Like, you want to be living it. So you want to start feeling that reality now. I'm glowing. Do I have any tips for physical manifestations like clear skin? Yes. So in my group, I've done 2 workshops about manifesting your ideal body. That's something that, my workshops in my group are all about daily things that we, on a daily basis, not just specific person, but manifesting ideal body, skin, hair, like becoming the best version of you, manifesting more money in your life, manifesting having the life you want with the friends, and how you interact with your friends and how people treat you, and how are you living. So here's what we sometimes, our old concept, might look at yourself and start to look at your flaws. So when you look in the mirror, are you looking at your flaws and saying, oh, I hate that, and am I getting more wrinkles, and oh gosh, like these crow's feet? Like, am I looking at that and saying negative things about it? Or am I looking at these crow's feet and saying, you know what, they're beautiful, I'm beautiful, my skin is beautiful? There's certain things you can do to make, it's just, again, it's like a placebo. You could do gua sha, right? And use gua sha to make you have like smooth skin. It's your belief behind it, using it. You can affirm for it, or you can use a technique like gua sha, where you're actually doing something to make your skin, make you feel like you're doing something to make it, look better. And if you're thinking clear skin, so affirm, like, my skin, I do affirm this, by the way. My skin is clear and smooth and glowing, and it radiates. Like, I have love inside that radiates from inside out, and my beauty is always shining through. So it's how you see yourself. And if you see yourself and you're looking in the mirror at your flaws and you're not liking something, then that's a reflection. Your world will reflect that to you in some way. Someone could either judge you, say something to you that kind of hurts your feelings. It's a reflection back. Maybe it won't even be towards you. You will recognize in your world that people will point out judgments of other people, like judging and maybe criticizing. So don't criticize yourself. Only say loving, caring things about yourself. Because you don't even necessarily have to have clear skin, by the way. If you perceive yourself to be beautiful, not perceive, I want you to know that you are beautiful, number one. But when you know you're beautiful and you see yourself as beautiful, the world will also reflect that. Not that we're looking for validation from the reflection, but that's kind of still a nice thing to, we're here having experiences. So you want to have an experience where someone's complimenting you. They will compliment you how beautiful you are. It won't matter if you have a flare-up with acne. That does not matter. You're beautiful. You want seeing that beauty no matter what. I was actually thinking earlier today, I got a new pair of sunglasses that I was like, oh, these are cool. And I put them on and I felt a little differently, right? And it was reminding me how if we are taking something, a physical item, to make us feel better, if I just think I feel better and I feel empowered or I feel cool or whatever because I'm wearing these sunglasses, that means, or whatever it is, maybe it's a nice outfit or something else that you're wearing. Well, that's using something physical to make you feel better. The goal is for you to decide, you don't need to have, it's a fun thing, right? So once you do the work first, where you know internally that you know you're it, right? You know you're it, and you know you feel good, you know you look good, you know your own value. When you know that inside, you won't feel like you need to have something to make you better because you already know you're the best. Okay, so the goal is, now of course we're going to have things that we like and that will make us feel a little bit different, but don't put all your validation on who you are based on how you dress and how you look. This is an internal job of feeling it inside. Because if you don't have any of that stuff, then what does that mean? Do you still feel valued, and do you still feel loved, and do you still feel like you're the best, or do you feel that way because something is making you feel that way? On Saturday, I had birds before land, and before that, I had butterflies all around me and angel numbers. Okay, now it's been a bit, a bit quiet. Okay, so, well, your thoughts are creating. So you had birds before land, but here's why are you noticing it's quiet? You're paying attention to it's quiet. That means you're focusing on the physical reality of things you don't like and circumstances, but you are more than this physical circumstance. Your desire, you just can't see it. And it exists, but for you to manifest, right, to materialize, experience, realize that desire, for you to do that, you have to know that that the unseen is existing. You have to know that that unseen desire that you don't see is yours. So it doesn't matter if it's quiet. It shouldn't even matter if it's quiet. That's you looking, and that's essentially a reaction. You observing your reality being quiet, like nothing, that's you saying nothing's happening. That's an assumption. Your assumptions are creating. You're creating an assumption. It's quiet. So look a little deeper into that. It's quiet. What do you think that means if it's quiet? Do you feel like it's not moving? What happened? So you have to change your assumption. Don't look to the external. Okay, so when we do have positive things that help us feel birds before lands, yes, it's working, right? Or seeing angel numbers and butterflies. There are no signs before your manifestation. We're only creating signs. You only know the signs. Signs only follow. Signs only follow after your manifestation. When we say it's birds before land, it's because we're creating that, okay? So that's okay. We want to create that because we want to build that, you help build your faith and belief, and you're feeling more anticipation rather than feeling, and we're still using the 3D to help us feel that way, but that's okay because you're building your faith and building your belief, and you're getting stronger at this and better at this. But again, your job will be to not notice when it's quiet, because if it's quiet, what's your assumption? Your assumption could be, it's quiet. Oh my God, everything's happening right now. It could be now. It could be tonight. It could be like in 1 second. Okay, I want you to have the assumption it's all unfolding. Not that it's quiet. What's going on? Do you see the difference in the assumption? Because your assumptions are creating. So this is observing your own feelings, your own thoughts, your assumptions, and start to change your assumptions to reflect a reality where you have your desire. Oh yeah, it's amazing. Nan, okay, I mean, you have a different username here, so I don't know who you are, but I love you. So it's an amazing VIP group, has helped me a lot. Great, I'm so happy for you. I love the group because I'm getting to know each other. I'm getting to know everyone, and I'm seeing progress. I'm seeing consistent progress. And I love having a community where we help support each other and motivate each other. Okay, when you think of something is basically an affirmation. Is that how I said it? Is basically, I sometimes add those words, what are those called? Filler words. It's basically an affirmation. Yeah. When you think, do you understand how that makes sense, right? When you're thinking of something, that's an affirmation. An assumption is an affirmation. Your assumption about like it being quiet, you're basically affirming that reality. So affirmation doesn't have to be chanting words over and over. You're affirming the reality you want. You're affirming it with your assumptions, with your thoughts, with your beliefs. Okay, I've been working on self-concept. SP is back. Congratulations. I don't want to hear a but you put but. But he says he just wants to be friends. All right, so here's the thing. They're back. Okay, so the biggest part I want you to see is you change something about the conception of them and within you. Do you see that you have the power? You see that the specific person is back. Okay, that's okay. Sometimes they're not coming back exactly, but do you understand you have so much power that you can create what you want? So don't think but. So here's what you do. You look at it and observe. I want you to get to the place where you're looking and observing and saying, wow, I did this. I affirmed it. They're contacting me. Okay, but they said they want to be friends. That's okay. That's what they said, but that's you want to be at the place where you're unfazed, okay? That's okay. You're so powerful. Okay, it's not what you want. That's not what you want exactly. You get to have exactly what you want or more or better. So when they say they just want to be friends, you say, okay, like to the 3D, sure, just say, okay, no problem. Because you don't want to create a problem. You just say, okay, because you understand the 3D is just the past thoughts and beliefs, your old limiting ideas of how you create, right? So when they say that, just say, okay. Now, what you're going to do internally is affirm what you want it to be like. Okay, so you're assuming the consciousness of being in that reality. Assuming the consciousness means, what are your thoughts? What are your feelings? What do you see? That's what you want to be assuming. So you could assume, hey, they just want to be friends, and make the assumption that means it's leading into a relationship. There are infinite ways to assume this. The idea is that you want to assume something that aligns with the reality you want. Okay, so that could be like assuming, oh, friends is leading into a relationship because of course they love me and they think I'm great, which I am, right? You're working on self-concept. You mentioned that. Now, self-concept isn't the only aspect, because you can work on self-concept all you want, but if you think they only want to be friends, well, now you think you're God's greatest gift to earth and beautiful goddess and amazing. And of course, anyone would want a relationship with you, but they only want to be friends because they only see you like a sister or whatever. They just want to be friends or whatever. That's a story. So your story also needs to be aligning. That's why you're affirming for the reality where you're together. Now, embodying the consciousness of being together would be you thinking about, what if we were together? What does that look like? What does it look like if we're like on the same page and we're intimate with each other, and communication is so incredible. It's easy, it's effortless. We are, like, what does that all look like to you? And if you affirm, like, what if, that's you picturing being together, okay? It's not that it doesn't matter what the picture is. The goal is, what does that state feel like? What's the mood or the state, or what does that feel like to be in that relationship or to be together? That's what you either affirm or imagine or script out. The idea is that you're feeling like you have this, okay? And that's why like if you're affirming, we are together and we're in this great relationship, and how am I, you would say to yourself, how am I treated by this person? And like, they're really romantic, and how does that look? They treat you very special, and however that looks to you, right? You want to feel what that looks like. Right now you feel separate like friends. So now you're practicing a reality that already exists, by the way. That reality exists, and that's why you're being drawn. That's why you have this desire, because you know it exists internally. In your higher self is showing you that this reality exists, but you feel separate from it. So for you to feel one with it, you're practicing feeling one with it. That's why you're affirming it. You're affirming, like, you're imagining, what does it feel like to be together? What would your day look like to be together? You would feel together. You would feel relieved. You would feel secure inside. You'd feel fulfilled and happy, right? Or content. That's what you're aiming for with your feeling this reality. So many people want to hire me. Exactly. So yeah, I mean, if you're looking for a job, that's what you want to think. You want to think, here's your affirmations for like someone hiring you. I'm valuable. Everyone that interviews me sees my value. They want to hire me. They think I'm the best person for the job. Okay, manifest beyond. I want to coach, and I know I'll be successful at it, but I psych myself out. Any advice? I would work on your self-concept in relationship to that. First of all, you'd be great at it. You'd be really good at it. And I know you're on the lives. I recognize you. So I know you know what you're doing and however you want to coach. So it's just starting to take that step. Take that step and see yourself as the person. What does that look like? Everyone starts somewhere. So, you could be thinking and affirming like everyone starts somewhere, and I am like, what's the end result you want? The end result is you want to be coaching, and you want to be helping, and you want to be inspiring other people. So what does that look like? I am someone who inspires others, and I'm a great coach, and I'm really good at helping others figure out their problems, to solving, like solving and figuring out. I'm a problem solver, and I'm really good, right? So it's seeing yourself as providing value, and that you're getting better and growing. It's like every coach out there is teaching based on wherever they are in life. It's not like there's one end result. Like, we're always moving and growing. So just start. Where do you want to start? Do you want to start on TikTok, like posting videos? I mean, TikTok is actually a great social media platform, because you can do like a 15-second video. It's not like you have to talk for hours and hours on end. Just start in one little spot. Even a 7-second video, right? Those are the ones that are like hitting more people quicker, because it's a short video. So just start a little bit at a time. You could even make videos for, if that's the way you want to get out, right, to the public. So make videos for yourself, and just practice making videos for yourself. Keep them in your drafts. And then, if you're at first feeling unsure about like, how is it? Because it's perfect, by the way. That could just help you get to a place where you're feeling more confidence about it, right? Don't psych yourself out. Start saying, I am confident. I can do this. I am really good at this. I intend to be really good at this. I intend answers are coming to me. Personally, I just started creating my self-concept. So I started looking at the big picture, like who do I want to be? Because, I was going through a phase of like, who am I kind of thing, right? And I didn't think I was talented, and I didn't think I was creative, and I did all these things I didn't think I was. And I knew if I wanted to be whatever I wanted to be, I just had to claim it. So start claiming it now. You could claim to be a genius, and you will embody and become someone who is a genius. Literally, that is possible. Okay, it's not like you have to be born that way. You don't have to be born talented. You create that you're talented. So I am talented. I am creative. I'm innovative. I'm coming up with great ideas. I'm really good at what I do. I am someone who learns really quick, right? So that is an end result. That's the consciousness of someone who is feeling empowered, and maybe a coach, or like whatever they're doing, but someone those are ideas of how you could affirm that. How can you manifest someone being consistent with communication and effort? All right, Melissa, right now, what are you doing? Are you looking at the person in the physical reality, and you're saying to yourself like, they're never consistent, and why don't they like, when are they going to call me, and why don't they put in the effort? Okay, is that what you're primarily thinking and feeling? Because when we're focusing on what we don't want, that continues to manifest. So to switch that, you start to get the bigger picture and get clear on how you want things to look. Okay, so this person and intentions are powerful. I intend that they're being consistent. What does consistency looks like? Well, they're consistently calling me or texting me. They're consistently checking in to say hi because they want to talk to me. They're putting in the effort because they really care. Okay, so how do you see and visualize that? And how are you feeling, and what are you thinking when that's happening? You're not feeling and thinking lack and like, annoying. You're not feeling annoyed, but if you would be feeling annoyed if they're not consistent, right? That's how you're feeling. So you want to start assuming and embodying the feeling of feeling the opposite of annoyed, which is kind of fulfilled, or feeling good, or feeling chosen, feeling wanted. All of those feelings, those feelings embody the idea of they're consistent. They're putting in the effort. So you can affirm it, or you can imagine it. What would that look like if they were putting in effort? You create imaginal scenes. So you're creating a scene, like if you want to construct a scene for the future, how they're putting in effort, and like they just booked a trip for you to go out of town. They took care of every detail. They're like, the flight's booked, this and that. I got it all taken care of. Okay, babe. And so it's not that you're necessarily focusing on, the picture itself, but it's like, what is that? How do you assume you feel when that's happening? If you knew that was happening right now, what does that feel like? So this isn't just like a one-time thing. You want to persist. You persist in assuming, okay? Because if you create an imaginal scene or you say affirmations, but then tomorrow and for 3 days, you're annoyed at them and you're telling the story you don't want, like they never put in effort. Now you're telling your friend, guess what? Still not, like, haven't heard from them. Now, see, that's whatever we're saying, we're affirming that reality. Whatever we're thinking, we're affirming that reality. Your consciousness is your awareness to what you're currently experiencing. So if you want to experience something different, you need to have a whole new consciousness, and you need to be affirming the reality you want. They are being consistent. That makes me feel really good. I feel loved. I feel like a priority. That's how you'd feel. If you want, I have a video called, it's a meditation affirmation, like, I am the prize. So it's called I am the prize. So I am the prize. I am a masterpiece. I am first and foremost, right? So this is you feeling that you are the person who's prioritized. So anything that's happening, what is really helpful to manifest this reality is, no matter what you see in the 3D, like in the physical reality, no matter what you see, just make it, if they told you they want to be friends, you in your mind, that's an assumption. Oh yeah, they want to be with me. Don't take it face value, because it's just your old assumption and belief. In your mind, you want to be affirming and assuming, oh yeah, they want to be in a relationship with me. If your SP made a post about moving on, how would you react? Well, you can revise that. It's just it doesn't matter what happened in the physical world today. It does not matter. It doesn't matter what happened right now. Go to the end of what you want it to be. So you could, if you want, you can revise that if that feels better to you. How, like, something different about the post, not that they are moving on, but so I would probably, because in a way, like, I don't know, I feel like for some people it might be easier for something like that, because you feel like it was a post, to revise it. Instead, just go to the future and imagine the future reality as if it's now today, because it exists. There is a reality existing where you're together. So here's what I would do if I were you. I would just look at that and say, that's old stuff. No big deal. It's no big deal. But when you create a big deal about it, you keep it in your reality. So stop creating a big deal about it. I know how we have feelings, but you need to detach from that, because you have to feel the reality and feel one and connected with that version of the person who's with you. That's what I would do. I would be focusing on that version and just say, so what? No big deal. You have to look at reality a little differently. You're not looking at it so linear, because you know that everything's existing right here, right now. Okay, you feel so confident since you've been doing the I am the prize meditation. Oh, good. I'm so happy. I'm happy you're enjoying it. Oh, Daisy, thank you. Would love, and I am beautiful. I know, you know what? That's so funny. I was just yesterday making a list of, because I want to do a lot more meditations. It's like, I always affirm I have enough hours in the day, but I have enough hours in the day to get enough done that I'm getting done with my own family and everything. And I have kids that are younger, and I like to spend time with them also. Yeah, so I'm going to make note for I am beautiful. Yeah, I just made a list yesterday of like all the I am videos I want to do. Was it today or yesterday? Yesterday I did a meditation, kind of a meditation in my private group about changing beliefs. And as I was putting that together, I was thinking about all those others. So yes, Daisy, I will be putting that up. Give me a little time. All right, guys. I think I'm going to wrap it up. I have a meeting, like I said, in my VIP group. I'm going to go there in about 45 minutes. So I'm going to get my kids some dinner ready and stuff before I do that. And I am imagining great things for all of you, successes in all of your desires, and have a great evening. Okay, bye. If you're interested in my scripting journal, everything I write in this journal becomes true. Click the link in my bio to purchase.